Hey everybody, hello, welcome to the Sappy Critic Fringe Update. My name is Kirk Sheppard and I am the Sappy Critic. Been covering Cincinnati theater for about 10 years and love this time of year because it is Cincinnati Fringe Festival in full swing. Wanted to give you kind of a recap of the things that I've seen so far and recommend, and the things that I'm looking forward to that I haven't seen, and give you some other information about what Fringe is all about so you can see as much new work as you can. Cincinnati Fringe Festival is a 2-week festival featuring mostly theatrical art being debuted by artists who've created original pieces, but there's all kinds of other exciting kinds of art happening throughout the festival as well. But mostly theatrical, which is why my theater blog covers the event. So, things that I've seen so far that I recommend that you check out. I really enjoyed the show Bent Compass. Neil Brookshire and his writing partner Colin Sessick have put together a collection of Colin's stories from his days in the military in his voice, but acted and presented through Neil as the actor. It's very well done and very kind of graphic and sort of violent in places, but very well told. A really good solo show. Another solo show that I really liked is Father, Daughter, and Holy Toast from Barbara Brady. She is telling the story of her aging father and caring for him in his dying years, weaves the themes of faith within in a very well-written piece. She's charming, worth seeing for sure. Also highly recommend Haiti, The Life and Inventions of Haiti Lamar. This is a piece about a historical figure that I did not know anything about other than that she was a movie star, but she's a lot more than that, and you should definitely check this out. And I can't wait as the artist Heather Massey is creating a new piece about Sally Ride, the female astronaut, that I think will be very, very good to see. So those are my biggest recommendations. I also saw Experimental. Recommend that as a mentalism magic show. That's a nice diversion if you're looking for something a little different and not necessarily a traditional fringe acting kinds of piece. Very well done. I dabble a little bit in that world, just a little for fun, and he fooled me a lot. So very well done, very good. Hey, I hear good things about the Barn Identity. Erica Kate McDonald is always at the top of her game, and this year she is going to be underscored musically by Paul Strickland. What a dynamic duo. Can't wait to see that. Speaking of dynamic duos, don't forget about Jinkies, brought to us by Queen City Flash, which is Trey Tatum and Bridget Leak, always top-notch, and I've heard good things about this year's show as well. I'm excited to see Fire in the Meth Lab. I've heard good things about this one. A funny show, a very well-told story, and is on my list for sure. I've also been told that Texas Annie is worth seeing, and it's on my list as well. And my favorite thing every year usually comes from Gideon Productions, Mac Rogers and his team. This year it's called Be My Thief, and I'm excited for them to get to town for us to see what they've cooked up for 2022. Don't forget about David Levy's True Theater Group as they present True Fringe, which is a storytelling event from fringe artists talking about their experiences with fringe festivals, and that'll be good as well. And I'm also going to check out Destiny USA. The artist was doing a great job of self-promotion in the lines for the shows she was seeing. Love that when the artists are selling themselves so that we can be excited about their work. So I'm going to check that out coming up soon. So many other things that will maybe I've not discovered yet, that I haven't heard much about yet. But there's always something for everyone at the Cincinnati Fringe Festival. It can be weird sometimes. For instance, the world-famous gorilla show the other night happened after hours. And basically what it is as advertised, a young man dressed as a gorilla, dressed as an old man, sits in a rocking chair for 56 minutes and then leaves. That's the title. That's what happens. But the fun of it is what the audience does and how weird things can get at Fringe. You never know what's going to happen. So come on down to the after party. There's a beer garden and the Looking Good Pavilion with a stage set up where they do the news every night and an activity of some kind to get people engaged and just having a good time. It's a good time to be there. In fact, if you don't even get a chance to see any of the shows, come on down to the after party. It's a lot of fun because a lot of the best part about Fringe is the community. Katie Hartman, who is this year's Fringe head, has done an amazing job. If you have questions about anything, stop her and ask her. Stop Tandy Winters, stop Ingrid Hungerford, stop Liz Carmen. The No staff has been top-notch, getting us back into full Fringe effect after the pandemic. I'm very excited for what they've done. Also, feel free to ask any of the folks with media badges, myself included, If you have questions, I'm sure that all of us would be happy to help steer you in a direction, answer questions about things. We typically know kind of what's up as well. Liz Eichler from League of Cincinnati Theaters is a great resource. Rob Bucher, always a great source from behind the curtain Cincy. David Lyman will be around at some point, I'm sure. And then Rick Pender's assembled a group of City Beat folks, including me, Alan Joswiak, and Ed Cohen. Again, if you see a media badge, I think it's fair to ask us if you have questions. Ask any of the artists. You'll find that most people at Fringe are super, super helpful. And you might get the best info from the folks wearing the all-access badges, because those are the Fringe hardcore super fans. If you want to become one of those or just see a show or two, go to cincyfringe.com, check out what's available, and I would love to see you down there. We've got until June 18th, so we've got plenty of time to check out lots of shows, and I can't wait to see what comes next. We'll see you down there. Enjoy Fringe. We'll be back with more updates later on. Have a great night.